Hey folks, David Frost, LazyGapTrader.com. In this video, we're talking about day trading, but more specifically, we're talking about gap trading. Gap trading is by far the single most consistent and profitable day trading strategy you can find across the markets today. This video has a lot of content. We're going to get very busy in this video. We had a gap trading bonanza on our hands today. We're in the heart of earnings season, and earnings season is the absolute best time for gap trading because we have so many opportunities each and every day. I do two things, traders. I teach a course at LazyGapTrader.com where I teach you everything you need to know in order to trade the gaps successfully. We're going to talk about various types of gap trades in this video. One is the morning gap trades, where stocks are gapping higher or lower at the open. It creates an opportunity for traders who understand that stocks will be drawn to and have price reactions from specific price levels. In my course, I teach traders exactly how to calculate those price levels. The second type of trade are gap fill trades. We're looking at one of the gap fill trades on the screen right now, Kansas City Southern. The purple line running across the top of the screen at 91.39, that was a gap that was filled today from a prior day's trading activity. This stock gapped higher or lower. Today we filled the gap. I teach traders how to track them, and I teach traders in my course how to trade them. This was one example. We'll take a look at it again in a while when we run through the charts. But first, let's take a look at the email that goes out to my subscribers that want to get my gap trades each and every day. Today on the morning gap trades, we had a total of 5 potential gap trading opportunities. And guess what? 4 hit their levels and 1 was a near miss, and it rallied substantially. We'll take a look briefly at that if I have time later. And the second thing is I provide a list each and every day to traders that want to get this of gap fill trading opportunities, and 2 hit their levels off this list today. We'll take a look at it in a minute. You can see here, let's take a look at some of the levels. US Steel, letter X, gap lower, support levels are $23.99 and $21.89, and I even give a third level. Stop and profit target is about 20.45 cents. The next one on the board, STX, gap lower, support levels are 45.06 and 43.24. Very important to focus in on those numbers. We'll explain why when we get to the charts. Stop and profit target is about 25 to 50 cents. Momo was the one that missed our level. It missed by like 50 cents, but it had a tremendous $2 bounce off of where it found low. Sometimes we get those, sometimes we don't. Let's move on. Wynn Resorts, WYNN, gap higher. Resistance levels are 125.72. It didn't hit the second level. Stop and profit target is about 50 to 90 cents. And then Edwards Life Sciences, EW, gap higher. Resistance levels are 111.59 and 113.68. And then a third level. Stop and profit target is about 50 to 85 cents. Keep in mind, these are minimum profit targets, but they are profit targets nonetheless. Off the gap fill list, we had 2 hit their gap fill levels today. The first one, Casey, and the second one that hit its level is the third one down, Kansas City Southern, or KSU. On this list, you'll notice I give the stock, the current price, which is when you get this list, is at pre-market, so it's yesterday's closing price. I give the gap fill level, whether it's a short or a long trade at that level, and then how close we are to the gap fill level. And traders that want to get my gap trading list each and every day get this list of about 30 gap fill opportunities along with the morning gap trading list. This is becoming a longer video. We have to get over to the charts. Let's go to the first one, which is US Steel. Sometimes these trades happen fast. US Steel closed yesterday above $31, opened today just above 24, and went lower. And you can see here, I had to take this down to the 15-second chart. That's how fast this trade happened. As soon as it came into the level at 23.99, within a minute, the stock was already at a high of 24.37 for a maximum gain of 38 cents. Whether you got 20 cents or 25 cents or 30 cents or whatever the case was, it was very fast. We're in, we're out. Some trades take a while, and some trades happen within a minute, in a matter of seconds. That's the way this is. These levels produce price reactions in the other direction. Some take longer than others, but some are very quick, like US Steel. Next one on the board is Seagate Technologies, STX. And this is an interesting one because when you look at the 10-minute chart, you can see here our first level was 45.06. The stock opened below that level and went lower. So the folks that have taken my course know exactly what to do with trades that open above or below specific levels, just like this one did. It's fully explained in the course. When the stock came into the 43.24 level, it looks on the 10-minute chart like it cut through it like a hot knife through butter. However, you'll see when I take the chart down to the 1 minute, the low of the candle here was 43.22. We immediately got a bounce that lasted about 4 minutes, making a high of 43.62, representing another maximum gain of 38 cents in just 4 minutes or less. Another quick trade, whether traders got 20 cents, 25, 30 cents, whatever they got, that's a nice quick trade. We're in, we're out, we're on to the next trade. Gap trading at its finest, scalp trading at its finest. Wynn Resorts was a short trade up here at 125.72. As you can see, the stock did have a reaction up here, making a low of 125.22 for a 50-cent potential gain. That's right on the number specified in the email this morning as the minimum profit target. But also, I teach traders that shorting stocks, specifically in the middle of the day, is a very, very tough business. Light volume in the markets, the path of least resistance is typically to go sideways to higher. It's very difficult to short a stock or the market in the middle of the day on most days. So my traders are aware of that, and there's probably very few that attempted to take this trade in the middle of the day. However, you can still see the importance of this price level at 125.72, how the stock was drawn to that level and how it even leveled off and bounces around at that level. It's a very important level. It's very powerful to know how to calculate these price levels for yourself each and every day. Edwards Lifesciences, look at this collapse. The stock went a little bit higher than the 111.59, making a high of 113.04. But look at this collapse off that level, down about $5 to this low right here, now bouncing up a little bit. But this is a tremendous, tremendous collapse off of a very powerful level, 111.59. You can learn how to calculate price levels exactly like this in the course at lazygaptrader.com. Remember this one off the gap fill list? The gap fill at 91.39 was listed as a short trade, and look where the stock is as I make this video, $87.70. It was even below $87. That was an immediate collapse off the gap fill level. Tremendous, tremendous trade. You never know which trades are going to give you the big one immediately. That's 5 trades today, and we still have 1 more to go. Here's Casey's, CASY, 114.25 was the level. Went slightly higher, but you can see the pullback off that level, and then we went higher. And this is, again, that middle of the day, lighter volume across the markets. The path of least resistance has a tendency to be higher, and as we got to the middle part of the morning, to the middle part of the day, the stock, as the market, tends to float higher. But we did get the pullback, 114.25, calculated the level right out of the information in the course. Folks, it's 6 trades today off a list sent out at 9 o'clock in the morning, Eastern Standard Time, 30 minutes before the market even opened for trading. If you want to learn how to do this for yourself, come over to lazygaptrader.com. You can learn everything you need to know in order to build yourself a strategy you can use each and every day for the rest of your trading career. Thanks for tuning in, traders.